Get up and roll with America's premier motorcycle talk show. Open Road Radio is on the air with Gina Woods and other guest hosts. And now, with riding on their minds, here's your hosts of Open Road Radio.
Guest host, the fabulous Penny FXR in the house. Hey, lady, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am good. Let's real quickly welcome all of our friends, family, and foe, and also KSHP 1400 AM and 107.1 FM in Sin City, Las Vegas, as well as WPJX 1500 AM 92.5 FM in Chi-Town, and all of our neighbors and friends around the world. Welcome to Open Road Radio. Thank you so much for listening. Give it a like, give it a share. And we are coming to you live from Chicago, from Las Vegas. We've got some special friends on that are on the road and some that are over the road right now. One is our great friend, Pat Savage. He is going to be with us tonight. And what a colorful character he is, and I've got so much going on all the time, and he's going to be here to tell us all about it. Talk about being busy, Penny. You think you and I are busy, but this cat's got a lot going on, and it's exciting stuff.
Absolutely. And we've been following each other for many, many years, so it's really going to be a pleasure to be able to meet him face to face, have him on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a writer and a writer and an actor and a producer and a musician. So it's gonna be a great interview. We also are going to kind of do a real quick a preview of some of the Toys for Tots events coming up. I know that Colleen Hirschbine is going to join us tonight. She is the one that's over the road. So she's going to be popping in with us at the end of the show to tell us about a special event coming up for the kids later on in the show. But
I love this time of year.
I know, right? I don't care for the weather as much, but that's because I'm in Chicago and it's starting to get cold. People are starting to, after the Toys for Tots run, which is December 7th, or 8th in Chicago. I think it's December 7th in Chicago, the first Sunday of December. I think that's when people will start to put their bikes away. But you know what? We've had such a mild winter. And, last year there were a couple of rides through December. There were a couple of rides in January. And then, boom, February got cold as a mofo. So, you never know when to put the bike away. But, we have some good shows on those coming up as well, and how you should be getting your bike in storage mode or maintenance. But I don't know. I'd say not yet. And you guys still have a while to go.
Yeah. Yes. So
is yours the perfect weather right now?
Today's the first day that it's gotten chill, and it rained all day Saturday, but before in the 80s. Normally we're done with the 80s by the end of so we've had some really good and my good weather and yours is completely different now. Right? Like 56 to me is cold. Yeah, hence the long sleeve slippers I got on. So
yeah. But we've had the longest Indian summer on record, and it's just been amazing. There have been bikes every weekend, even this past weekend, and still bikes out. It's been so nice to see bikes in the middle of November here in Chicago. So very cool. We just
I was at the Love Ride again. And man,
I know. So this is what I want to talk about, the Love Ride, which I love the Love Ride, and it's so good to see it back. We know that Robert Patrick has been a big spokesperson for the Love Ride on social media this year. Oliver Shoku, who's been one of the veterans of the Love Ride, as well as Jay Leno. I've always had such a great time, but tell us about your experience because you just did it this past weekend.
Cool when my husband and I made it. We rode the ride and we ignited the Love Ride in '96. I told you that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think you did.
And,
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah. So we hit the road and went to the Love Ride, and it took like a 10-year hiatus. And man, I'm telling you, there were 5,000 bikes at the start. Oliver was totally stoked, and that he should be, because it was a beautiful turnout. This year it did, and that was early in a whole grass area, and anybody that's attended, it goes up on hills and people plant themselves up on hills. It's just a beautiful area right on Lake Castaic, standing. So this cat here we used to do the Love Ride with him every year, and we had not seen him in 20 years. So it was really cool to run into a bunch of our riding friends, and yeah.
That is awesome.
It was a beautiful day.
Yeah, look at all the people out in the field. That's
Yeah. Seeing the Wounded Warriors too. Everybody wanted to used to MPA, and they do the Wounded Warriors, which was also Simmons band.
Right, yeah.
And I'm going to guesstimate, don't quote me on this one, but I'm going to say there were 10,000 people.
Wow, that is so.
And then there was a party at Santa Clarita Harley Davidson, which was off the hook as well. So.
Which is Robert Patrick's Harley Davidson dealership.
Yep. So
it is amazing for it to be on hiatus for 10 years and then come back and have 10,000 people there. Right on. I mean, who knows what next year will bring. Any word on next year? Same time of the year, same plan?
Yeah, it's always this time of the year, which is great. In regards to the plan, they haven't announced like any beneficiaries or anything like that yet. We'll keep.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good. That's fun. That's exciting.
Yeah, good vendors.
What type of vendors did you see?
Now, which was awesome. Low Side, they had stunt shows. Gosh, you're on the spot there. Hogue, they do Hogue knives. Hogue, he appearances at a lot of events. Sorry, but good vendors. Good vendors.
Fantastic. Great to see it. Well, good for them. And, and they do that. That's a great cause, and glad that the Love Ride is back. And speaking of that,
I got to mention Chopper Kings and Black Flies. Sorry, it's all coming back to me. I know.
She's got it down.
Fashion was there. The guys from, so that was fun. Yeah.
Fantastic. And speaking of being back, I know that you've been really busy because you've got a couple other commitments on your plate now. But speaking of being back, Easy Rider, you're working with Easy Rider magazine.
It's going incredibly well with all back, at the helm and people are going to be really, really happy with the ways that are coming back into the publication, and of it, and the rider, it's back. So people are going to be really stoked about that. Yeah.
Well, I'm really stoked. I'm getting a lot of the emails, and I'm also seeing that they got this membership. I think they're going to have like some fun new programs. You know, they got the Easy Rider membership where you're going to be able to obtain, you want to put a few more bucks up, obtain, some discounts to some great motorcycle shops, etc. So, and I think it helps the magazine right now, just getting back off the ground. And I think it's good for everybody to get over there and be a part of it. You want to see that come back. The Easy Riders that we used to know with the Keith Ball Bandit at the helm, which is pretty amazing and pretty cool.
So we have sections that, like our indie shop, don't think it's not affordable to advertise, because it is. And, I like, Keith says right now we're humble pie. We as we're trying to make this come back. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, that's really exciting. And you're also with the working with the Sturgis Motorcycle Hall of Fame magazine as well. And there's 250 birthday. Whose birthday? Oh, that's United States birthday.
So of the United States, and then it's the 25th anniversary of the publication. So it's going to be a big
It's going to be a big year. 2026 is going to be amazing.
It is. And, upping the paper quality, it's going to be like a coffee table book. It's going to be a collector's. Everybody's going to want to have in their hand. The whole formatting is going to be completely different. And I'm really looking forward to helping them out with this. It's going to be, I'm sure people are going to want to have this. It will be a collectible.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of great things coming up in 2026. Hey, we're going to take a really quick break. Penny, I'm going to ask you to check your Wi-Fi connection, only because I'm not sure if it's on my part or not. Andrew can let me know, but that's why I want to take a quick break now. And then we are going to sail into our first interview with Mr. Pat Savage, who is waiting in the wings to talk to us. Hold on real tight. We'll be right back after these messages.
How you doing? Big Andy, Illinois Fallen Biker. Most of you know me from my Facebook page or our website. There's a lot of things that we do for bikers who have fallen and their families. But the biggest and most important thing we do is we can provide you with representation after your fall, after your crash. We work with and are friends with Larry Disparti of Disparti Law. He has offices here in Chicago and Florida. I ain't gonna play no games. Get a hold of me. We'll talk directly with Larry and get your situation situated properly right away. Big Andy, Illinois Fallen Biker. I appreciate your time.
Products fix problems, Andrews solves them. With nearly 50 years of passion, precision, and high performance, Andrews Products changes the world of motorsports. Engineered and manufactured in-house, Andrews excels by using aircraft steel, then machining to the closest industry tolerances. If you need powerful cams, gears, and transmissions for your ride that are proudly made in America, use Andrews Products. Contact AndrewsProducts.com or call our tech line Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 847-759-0190.
All right, and we are back. I wanted to put a real quick shout out to some folks. Becky, thank you so much for joining us. She said, I don't know if I'll be home, but I'm really going to try to get on. And she did. She made it. She got on. Thank you so much for joining us, girlfriend. Appreciate that so much. Bob Cunningham, thank you so much. Laura, Harry, Melissa, Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate that you're here. We've got a special guest that we're going to right now. And I've just got to tell you that he is one of my close friends. More than anything on Facebook, I have absolutely known this person for years, and we often talk through Facebook. I've just been astounded at just the things that he's done and the miles that he's made. I never know which country he's in. I'm always going, what country are you in now? In fact, I don't even know right now. I think he's either in Greece or Spain. So it's very early there, like 4:30 in the morning. So he got up to be with us, which was just astounding. And we appreciate that so much. And he is certainly a legend in Canadian music legend and Harley motorcycle world rider. Let's bring on Mr. Pat Savage. Hey, buddy.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
We can hear you. Okay, first clear up the country for me.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, this is through Mozilla, and normally I go through Zoom with you, when I do my podcast. But anyways, nice to see you, girls.
Great to see you. Which country are you coming? Which country are you coming in from?
I'm in Greece for the moment. I'm about to go to Nepal.
You travel so fast and so quickly. I like weekly. You're in a different country, and
yeah.
Thank
for
you
many
so
years since I was 15. I took off from Toronto, from Canada, went out west, and I've been moving ever since. I've been going ever since.
And you've been riding for so many years. I hear you were practically conceived on a motorcycle. So
yeah, that's what my mom told me. She can't confirm it now. She's passed away sadly, but she used to say, "Ask my mom." Yeah, there she is. Oh, lovely! You got that picture. That was 1991.
Look at you in all of your flock hair. Wow,
so cute and young, right? Big hair.
Wow, what a great picture.
She was my biggest fan, and I'm tearing up here. Big tough biker guy. I'm tearing up. Yeah, my mom was my biggest fan, and pushed me from like 5 years old into dance, modeling, acting, on stage, altar boy, choir boy, all that stuff. That was all her pushing me to that I could do it, and I did well. So.
Wow, what a great picture of Mama Savage. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's really lovely. It's choking me up a little bit. It's nice to see her again.
Well,
that's a cute picture. I love that.
Yeah, me too. So what types of bikes did you first start riding?
Well, I started out like most people with I think I had a 120. My dad was racing. I'll do a little bit of thing here. He was an official Bombardier snowmobile racer. You know, Skidoos. Remember Skidoos, right? The yellow, bright yellow. Well, I had one of those when I was 7. Okay, and he painted it purple, put a Japanese carb on it, and I was like, and he'd say, "Go." And we had a cottage north of Toronto, and I would race across the lake, little 7-year-old with this big machine. So I started, and bikes, it was the same thing. I had a 120 Bombardier. That's what it was. It's a Canadian company, but they made...
Yeah. Bombardier, I know Bombardier.
Just north of the border from you, actually. So.
Yeah. Go back to that picture, Andrew, because that is a smoking picture. Look at that. Is that when you were a model?
Yeah, that was a Slim Jim, yeah.
You're a model in Canada?
No beard. I was actually driving semi-truck at this point, and that little guy was my companion. I drove Diapers to Dynamite from like Greeley's of Colorado. I rode for them for a while, and I was illegal, of course. I was jumping scales and doing all that. We got a little convoy. That was that time of in the 70s. And I drove truck for about 3 years, all around the States, Canada, everything from Diapers to Dynamite. I used to say that at one time.
Oh my God. Look at that. What a hottie.
Oh, thanks.
Weren't we all back in the 90s, Gina, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're pretty hot when you're young. I think we all were hotter when we're younger. But now we're mature, and it's a whole different vibe. So
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. A few pounds extra and a little bit more scars.
That's great. Now, I'm sure that you're traveling for your music career, but I want to kind of go through motorcycles since we're a motorcycle talk radio show, and you have you've been riding for such a long time. What is your? I know you've got a lot of different types of bikes. What is this your current bike?
This is my baby. This is probably the best bike I've ever owned. It's a 2001 Heritage Softail, and she is, the owner is one of my the head of my security. He was what's called a special branch policeman in London, England, and he looked after the princes since they were literally babies. The princess, the queen, the king, and all that. He was like a special branch, security for the royals. Now he's my security. But anyway, cut to he bought her new in 2001 and just took care of her. And every time I ride her now, she never loses oil. She never has any problems. It's really amazing, because I've had so many bikes over the years that are just put them on the truck or in the yard changing something, right? She's never been a problem. Just change the oil and yeah.
That's awesome.
That's my White Cloud. She's called White Cloud.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, you have had such an amazing time of riding. You've ridden all over so many different countries, and I mean, it's just great to see you in
82. I think it's 82 or 83 countries. Yeah. Yep. All the way south to South Africa, all the way from Alaska to Guatemala, from North Norway to South Africa. Yeah. All over the place, pretty much.
So when you go to Nepal, are you meeting up with the motorcycle Sherpa by chance?
Well, they don't. Yes, kind of, sort of. Yeah, but they see Harley Davidson had just started there. When I went there during the earthquake, and I spent a few months helping charities and orphanages. I mean, there was a lot of people dying. Thousands died, and all these kids were just left without parents. Wow. So it was, but everybody was pulled together. When I showed up there, I was like, "What's going on here?" And the streets were all cracked. It was a terrible mess. And right away, I fell in love with the place because I'm a Buddhist, more or less a Buddhist, raised Christian, still believe in Christ, and he was an enlightened being. But we won't even go there. But I'm just saying that, Nepal. So I'll probably be riding either a Royal Enfield. I just talked to them in London. They said they'd sort me one out. The dealership didn't make it through the pandemic, like a lot of things didn't make it through the pandemic. But they just had a new Harley shop in Kathmandu. But unfortunately, the pandemic hit, so it didn't survive. But they may, Harley
Royal Enfield is doing very well here in the States, and they've
That's
always been popular, but they've really come back, and their numbers are good. Last year,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
The problem for me is that they're small.
Yeah,
I'm a big guy. I can see me on the Royal Enfield. Okay, This is our episode in Nepal. Let's go.
Yeah, you look like a bike on a rape tape.
We look like a big kid on a little.
Yeah. So this bike is one of my favorite segments that you've done through the years. Is your crush of the day, which I always happen to catch, which has been really fun to kind of follow along on, and you've been doing that for a number of years, and. You've both been, I was telling kind of a little bit about it prior to the opening of the show, both celebrities and bikes, once in a while a man crush, but a lot of ladies on really great looking bikes.
No, not me. Man crush? No. But I put stuff up for the ladies. But I put up stuff for the... Yeah, I do put up stuff for like Sam Elliott or whoever. That's for the girls. I do put up stuff for the ladies. I have a lot of female fans. I do. That's guys like my bike, like my guitar playing and that, but girls love my voice and my dimples and all that other stuff. So, so it's and, yeah, I don't know. I just me.
That's a beautiful pan head.
Yeah, that's like I said. I mean, what I normally did was organically. You know, I'm surfing. I'm working all day long for years and years, promoting the band. First it was music. Now it's Harley Davidson for the last bunch of years. And I'll see a bike and go, wow, and I'll just snatch it and just collect them. And after a while, I'd have like 10 or 12. I think this has 15 on this collection. And then I do it like a post. I've got I think best of crush of the day. I think there's 30 something of them altogether. So sometimes it's bobbers, sometimes it's choppers, sometimes it's you know, big I haven't really done any baggers, but yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
you
cool.
do a lot of customs and a lot of fun bikes. I know that you featured me once on I think that's when I had my apes.
Yeah, I love your bike, actually.
Yeah, I loved that bike too. I'd like to put that I'd like to put a shovel motor in that chassis. I still have
Oh,
that
really?
chassis, but yeah, because I took the panel out and put it in its original frame and redid it, made it go back to stock. So yeah,
Okay.
so I got a chassis just sitting there bare, waiting for me to put that shovel motor in. So this is a great picture.
Oh,
This
you
is
got the shovel motor already. This is already in play. You have it. The
I
shovel motor
love how
already.
you've mixed music and motorcycle mayhem together. I mean, this is totally you when I think of you. This is right up your alley.
Story of my life. I was just about to say, music and motorcycles. Yeah, they go hand in hand, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, hey guys, we got a shout out from Becky Zarling saying the ever amazing Pat Savage. Give it up, y'all.
Hey,
I
Becky,
love
how are you?
that. And she says, I remember being skinny. It's so funny. And she says the number one rule is never put your bike away. And then Bob Cunningham says, hello, ladies. Yeah, good stuff.
Fantastic. And Harry as well. Harry is on and says hello, ladies. Also, Tim Davis, Kelvin, Leslie of Night. I know that you mentioned, are you, when I put Patrick's promo stuff up, she had given it a like as well. So thank you. I got to meet her. Her and I have been friends for years on Facebook, like so many of us, right? Thank God for social media. And got to meet at the Biker Bells this year. And oh my God, she's as hot in person as she is on Facebook. I'm telling you. So it's great to see everybody's stories, on you can live vicariously through some of this stuff.
Absolutely.
It's great to see it. Well, especially like when you're in another country. And speaking of another country, you are playing everywhere these days. It sounds like you've got a pretty heavy schedule. What's it looking like for the rest of the year in 2026?
Well, basically, I went from being a rock star or rocker or whatever, blues man, biker blues man, to TV producer. So now I just sit like this all day with phones and and like what's the date? And like producer, which means you're everything. I'm doing everything. I've got a team of people now, camera people, sound people, lighting people, mostly younger than me, obviously. I'm 66. Most of them are 28, 35 in this range because they're really sharp and they know, I need Netflix and all these companies. They have a really high bar on production. Now, when I studied film was in 75, 76, when we used to actually cut film with a thing, and then put it together and go, oops, that's not quite right. And have to do it again.
Me with a
Where we are now, it's we go back, okay, forward, back, but but anyways, basically I'm not doing any music except for I have a new album coming out, and I'm proud to say that I'm working on that day by day. And as a song comes into my mind or some idea comes, I use my little tape deck still and catch the idea when I'm riding or something. Usually when I'm riding, I get ideas. But I have one more album for Sony Europe, and then I'm out of that contract. I'm finished that contract, and I'm working on a new one, which will be vis-a-vis whether we're on Amazon Prime. I can't say for sure which we're going to be on because I don't want to say anything until it's on paper. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
People say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go here," and then the next day it changes. Amazon just popped into the thing. I've got a new agent in LA agency, and they said, "Look, give us a full-length movie, okay, instead of the series." And this is, I guess, the way it's done. What do I know? Like I said, I'm a rocker. I'm not a. I've been in film on the sideline, and I've always had interest in it. Always wanted to be a filmmaker since I was 7. Okay, I got my first camera when I was 7, and like Scorsese. And but it wasn't until just before the pandemic I decided to go after this biker show. Anyway, go ahead. I'll shut up.
No, please tell us all about it. So it's
meandering. You asked, the question you asked was what's coming up. So basically from here, it's going to be probably waiting for confirmation. But in India, they have the big National Hog Rally, and I played once before on the 5th annual. I believe this is the 15th now, 10 years ago or something like that. And so I want to shoot an episode in India. It's just beautiful. Bikram, hello, Bikram. I'm sure you're watching. He's the president of Hog now, India, and we're going to see some beautiful things. And my series is not, Sons of Anarchy or biker. There's no profanity. It's all like, how old is this pyramid, and what are we eating and drinking, and it's about the travel and the music, of course, art, history. It's almost like Travel Channel first offered us a deal, but they wanted all the royalties, so I won't even go there. But now with the streaming, it's way better. So we're very excited.
Savage Roads.
The Savage Roads, yes, but there'll be a film.
Roads.
The film, that's it. That's the film is going to be, I'm going to go shoot now, a major film. I've got episodes in Spain, Greece, and Italy. But I've talked to all 3 of my teammates, filmmakers that did it with me, and we don't have enough footage to really extend it. That would be great if we did have extra footage to make the full 80 or 90 minutes, like a full feature movie, because that's what they want. They're ready to stream. But my agent in LA, so I'm just waiting on what's called a letter of intent, just so everybody's clear. I'm not saying I'm doing this network there's been speculation over the years, like, oh, he's full of shit and he's saying this and that and everything. But I've been very careful to not say, you don't say that, oh, I'm on Netflix, I'm coming on Netflix. No. If it's on paper, sure, but if it's not, you know what I mean.
Exactly.
So,
absolutely. Well, I think
just
we have a
straighten that out in
little.
case anybody thinks, because I've been talking about it. It's some people say, how come it's going on for so long? Well, my mom died, my wife died. You want to know the details? The pandemic, these are all just years. Scarface took 7 years from the idea. For example, just any random film. Some others take 20 years. You got to get somebody that wants to buy it, somebody who wants to sponsor it. You know a bit about this with radio. It's the same.
Well, we have a little clip. Let's check out what we can see so far.
Okay. This might be Spain.
All right. Very cool.
Oh, yeah, this is the introduction to my Spanish episode. As far back as I can remember, I've always loved the sunrise. And with the sunrise, I've always liked to ride. Harley Davidson, if you please. Let's go on the savage roads.
Best I can. It's a
Yeah, that's Spain. We had every episode. I have special guests. In this case, it was the Ugly MC, the European chapter, who I had met. I played the Love Ride in Switzerland and had met Oliver Shoku and everything, and we became good friends. And so the Ugly. Sorry.
Penny and I were just talking about him 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, well, I would have loved to have been at the LA. I hope to be at the LA Love Ride. That's the plan, and film there, do an episode there next year.
All right, you and me, 2026, Pat.
Yeah, exactly. Sturgis, the whole bit. I'm going to drop down, and Tony Pan, and Vicky.
Yeah.
God willing, all your friends, all your mutual friends. They're just exemplary bikers, those two for sure, and real characters. That's what I'm looking for: real characters, good people, not 1%, not stealing and raping and whatever.
Yeah.
No. The 99% of us who are God-fearing, loving, good people. Just we get passed over the front page. The front page is, if it bleeds, it leads. Whether it's war or this one killing that one or this one. No. Well, it's all about charity. It's all about goodness. My show is not. There is no. A little baby can sit in front of the big screen going, and an old man can go, "Yeah, I was in Greece back in the war." I shouldn't say old man. I'm 66 now, right? I've been rethinking
lifestyle about the.
I've been rethinking that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm full on. I mean, somebody said the other day, "Are you a real biker?" And I was like, I actually made a little meme on TikTok. I'm trying to get my 66-year-old ass into that whole thing. It's mostly for the kids, I think, younger people. Yeah. And so I just went, I ride a Harley Davidson. You tell me, am I a real biker? I don't know. I guess so. I think so. You know what I mean? I've been riding all my life. So,
yeah.
So, Pat, really quick, we were talking about the Love Ride in Southern California. I used to live in Hollywood, and I moved out there with a musician and ended up marrying one and did the whole Sunset Strip thing. Have you ever done that?
I lived in San Francisco Bay Area. That's where I got discovered. And that was another thing that really bothered me. Chris Simmons, of course, Pat and Chris.
Yeah.
And I got discovered by Michael Hasek, which was one of the Doobie Brothers. And I'm a 26-year-old kid thinking I'm going to make it. I'm going to do this, And I met him in a bar one night, and he said, "Hey, why don't you get up and play with us?" And I played with this all-star band, which ended up being guys from the keyboard player from Janis Joplin. It was an all-star band. And he said, "Hey, come and play with us." So I met all the Doobie Brothers. I met all the, Janis Joplin, to Santana guys, and I'm in this big room. I think I called my mom going, "Mom, holy cow, I'm with, all these people right from the, Bay Area."
Yeah.
And so I did a monster jam with him. So that was sort of a eye opener. And I went back to Canada and just started kicking ass after that, because I found out that I can hang with the big guys, right, with the big game.
Yeah,
I think your friends in Greece are waking up, because we have 250 viewers right now online with us, so that's exciting.
Oh, somebody's on from Greece. Oh yeah.
Wow. Well, we got 250 of them on, so somebody must be from Greece.
I'm hustling for the last day. Just every friend I have saying, "Come on."
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, real quick with tell us where people can find more and get more information on the Savage Road. I just love that trailer. I think that's so cool. I think that I love that you're going to make it more like a live or interview documentary type, traveling and biker lifestyle, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.
Cool. Yeah, it's a great combination of things. I mean, I've sat like this on a Zoom meeting with Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, the Big Five, Sony. I went to Cannes Film Festival, and they all said, "This is a hit. This is great." I'm empowering women. I'm showing all sorts of different cultures, all sorts of different. But all this, the center thing is the Harley Davidson, is the riding, and in some cases it won't be Harley, but the sort of the family of bikers. Well, only because of the countries, they don't have Harley. some of them.
Our producer put a QR code up for people to go ahead and scan.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool. And that takes you to the Patreon is where I'm trying to get, I'm 66 again, and people are like, Patreon, what the hell is that? I got Facebook, I got Twitter, but it's just what it is. It doesn't have all the advertising. It doesn't have all the, when you're on Facebook, sometimes it's just annoying. If you're not paying for it, I'm not paying for it, but it's advertisement after advertisement. And I'm into sort of spiritual stuff lately as I get older. And all I got is this guy, yoga guy, and then this guy saying, "Oh, buy this and that," and it's maddening. But we're this Savage Roads Patreon, and I'll leave links on my in my group.
Yeah,
and I can leave, if it's okay, I'll leave one on your page as well.
Please do.
And you join, and it's all about the show. It's all about my music, other people's music. It's about Harley Davidson. I do a lot of historical things. I just did a thing on the Uglies. I'm going to do the Weasels next. Or the
Chris
hamsters.
Tribby from Milwaukee. Chris Tribby from Milwaukee was just in Spain with the Uglies last week. I guess they had like a main.
Yes. It just went by. I couldn't go. I'm just a couple countries over, but I couldn't make it. I was invited. I played the Spanish. I played the first Spanish rally, the first European. Just after we did the Spanish episode, and I showed up, and we got rained out. We played in the afternoon, and it was great. And then he said, "Can you come back and play tomorrow night?" And we said, "Sure." We came all the way back. It's like about an hour drive from where we lived, but we got rained out. But it's growing in there too. Great guys, needless to say. Hello, if any of you are watching. Ugliness.
Hey, Patrick, I am so sorry. I don't even know where the whole hour went because I was completely entertained and so much fun. But our time is up, and absolutely love that you spent the time with us. Thank you so much. Let's get you back really soon, and we'll let you go back to sleep now since it's probably 5 o'clock there now. But
it's almost time to wake up. Actually,
yeah, right.
What a
pleasure to have you and talk with you. You're such an endearing girl.
Thank you so much. I'm honored.
It was a pleasure, Pat. Thank you so much.
All right. Keep in touch.
Okay, sweetheart. Sounds great. Boy, did I tell you he's got a lot going on. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he sure does.
Isn't that fun? Hey, let's take a real quick break. Then we're going to come with our Toys for Tots correspondent, Colleen Hirschbine, right after these messages.
How you doing? Big Andy, Illinois Fallen Biker. Most of you know me from my Facebook page or our website. There's a lot of things that we do for bikers who have fallen and their families. But the biggest and most important thing we do is we can provide you with representation after your fall, after your crash. We work with and are friends with Larry Disparti of Disparti Law. He has offices here in Chicago and Florida. I ain't gonna play no games. Get a hold of me. We'll talk directly with Larry and get your situation situated properly right away. Big Andy, Illinois Fallen Biker. I appreciate your time.
Products fix problems, Andrews solves them. With nearly 50 years of passion, precision, and high performance, Andrews Products changes the world of motorsports. Engineered and manufactured in-house, Andrews excels by using aircraft steel, then machining to the closest industry tolerances. If you need powerful cams, gears, and transmissions for your ride that are proudly made in America, use Andrews Products. Contact AndrewsProducts.com or call our tech line Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at 847-759-0190.
All right, you're listening to Open Road Radio with Miss Penny FXR in the house with us. Also, we just heard from our great friend, Savage Roads, Patrick Michael. I want to say a quick shout out to Tata, Jojo, Wayne, Bob Washburn, a.k.a. Jester. Thank you so much for joining us. I love that Spanish episode. Wayne Jarman said to Patrick, Bob Cunningham, I'll be in any movie you make, brother. Woo! All right, you got yourself a volunteer actor there. Also, Justin, Scott Rehak, and Big D as well in the house saying hello. everybody give it a like, give it a share, please. And that's what keeps us coming back here to bring great interviews like Patrick Michael back to you, as well as the next upcoming one to tell you all of our great upcoming Toys for Tots events in the area, especially one that she's very fun. And let's bring on over the road, Ms. Colleen Hirschbine.
Hi, Gina. How are you? Thanks for having me. Hi, Penny.
Hi.
We have open road, savage roads, and over the road, Colleen.
There you go.
That's awesome.
And I am over the road, only this time I'm in the truck.
Yeah, exactly. Over the road in the truck. And this is
On the side of the
one
road.
hell of a motorcycle riding woman. I'm going to tell you what, she's kind of been getting on that street glide. And I don't know, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. She had just picked it up and really intimidated at first. It was a bigger bike. And man, she's put some hellacious miles on it since, girl.
That's great.
The Shovelhead motor should be ready this year, too.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go. We know that's going in there. Hey, you've got some exciting news for us for the McHenry Toys for Tots event coming up this weekend, this Sunday.
This weekend, Sunday, November 23rd, we'd like everybody to be there by 12:15. We are hoping to get 250 bikes to honor and represent the 250th Marine Corps birthday this year. The
Nice.
Marine Corps started the Toys for Tots. It became incorporated into the Marine Corps League in 1948. It was started by one Marine and a couple of his friends, and the Marine Corps League picked it up in 1948. Last year, they provided 30.5 million toys to 13 million children throughout the United States.
Wow. Wow.
And
That's
this year, we are hoping to bring a big portion of that to McHenry County, get McHenry County's numbers up. We'd like to have, like I said, 250 bikes. We also have a commemorative pin that we are giving out this year. We will have it the right available. That symbolizes the 250th year of the Marine Corps and Toys for Tots. And those will be exclusively
250
available in
years?
McHenry.
Marine Corps has been there. Oh, wow. I never even fathomed that.
Hang on. I'm trying to hear you, Gina. It's not coming through real loud. Give me a second.
No, that's okay. Just keep telling us what you got. You got good information coming, girl.
I think I sent you a picture of the pin. So we're meeting at the rec center at McHenry Rec Center at 3636 Municipal Drive in McHenry. And we will do a ride meeting and then head over to the parade route. Everybody should be there by 12:15. We should do our ride meeting about 12:30, and then it'll be kickstands up shortly after that.
So it's 17.
Where we will go to Veterans Park to deliver all our toys.
Wow.
That's very cool. That is very cool. I love that.
Yeah, we could get 250 bikes out there, I think, right?
I'm hoping. Come on, let's go.
Come on,
It's Sunday.
Come on, suburbs. Let's do this. 250 bikes.
It's going to be 54 degrees. It should be a beautiful ride.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's a
Beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah, this weekend is still going to be nice. The weather's been really holding out for all of these. If it'll hold out for the Chicagoland Toys for Tots as well, we are just solid, man. 55 on Thursday, 52, 54, 55 on Sunday. Yes.
Yeah.
So is that a pin or a patch?
That is a pin.
That's amazing.
It's a commemorative pin that says 1775 to 2025, and it has the Marine Corps emblem on it, and the bar that is there is actually representing where the Marine Corps League first started.
Wow.
And Toys for Tots originally started in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
California in 1947. A guy and a few of his Marine Corps friends collected toys and delivered them to 5,000 children in the area. And the next year, the Marine Corps League incorporated it into what they do. And they've been collecting toys every year for children ever since.
Isn't that amazing? That's amazing.
Love
to
that
me.
background. 1947. Wow.
1775 is just whooping me. I'm like,
I know.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's so awesome.
And this year, the American Legion Riders are Post 491 in McHenry are honored to join in with the Marine Corps League to handle the motorcycle portion of the parade, along with Woodstock Harley Davidson. And so we're hoping for a great turnout, a great parade, lots of toys for the kids.
And how many
Nothing
bikes
better
do you
than seeing the
typically
smiles on the side of the road as you roll by.
get? Yeah. And how many bikes do you typically get?
That varies every year.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sure.
depending
But
on
this
the
year we're up.
department.
I generally don't count. There's a lot,
Right.
you know, but
Yeah.
I'd say we've had 100, 150, maybe close to 200 in the past.
That's
This year, I'd
cool.
really like to get that 250.
That'd
I'd like
be
to at
great.
least have 250.
And
That's
this
me
is-
last year at the Toys for Tots parade.
Looks pretty nice that day.
Beautiful
wait.
bike, too.
That bike's the wrong color. It was 2 years ago.
That's awesome.
Since that picture was taken, the bike's been redone.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What is
That's
it now?
It's that grayish purple,
Okay. Yep.
and it's
Yeah.
gloss. That's the denim gray. Same
Okay.
bike, just different color.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. You're still writing it. That's fantastic. All right, and we've got some other Toys for Tots. Andrew, show me what I sent you. I think there's a couple other McHenry. Oh, here we go. That's for the same event, correct? Right, Colleen?
Excuse me?
What is this the McHenry Toys for Tots? This is the same one?
I'm not sure what that is or where you got that from.
All right, I just took it off of one of the events coming up. Must be a
Okay.
Toys for Tots location, perhaps. Okay, this one is out in Las Vegas, so we'll let Penny talk about that one.
Yeah, this one, it's called Miracle on Main because Hogs and Heifers, they're in the process of moving to Main Street from 3rd Street. And this takes place Sunday, December 14th. Registration is from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. with kickstands up at 10:30. And this benefits the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation. Because there is no Hogs and Heifers right now. They'll be opening in the next 6 months or so on Main Street. They're going to start out at the Bridger Inn, and they end up at the Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, where they have face painting for the kids that have cancer, cookie decorating, motorcycle rides, you name it. So many volunteers show up to give these kids rides and work all the different booths. And it just makes their entire Christmas being able to get together with other kids that have cancer and their siblings and hang out on a day that makes them smile. It's
fabulous.
Always one of my favorites when I worked for Hogs and Heifers. It's really a beautiful day. It is a miracle, really. It is. See these kids smile and do what they do. So
that's fantastic. Everybody in that area, get out there. If you're going to be around the Las Vegas area, please be sure to put this on your calendar too.
Yeah, and there's an Amazon wish list this year. You can click on that QR code and donate toys if you can't be there. So
very cool. Very cool. Well, ladies, that is a wrap on Open Road Radio tonight. Great show. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in and leaving a like and a share and also commenting. We appreciate your time and hope that you'll take the ride with us next week right here on Open Road Radio. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in to America's premier motorcycle talk show, Open Road Radio. Hey, thanks for coming.